Hi, good evening and welcome everyone. Let me know if my voice is okay and my screen is visible. You all can keep your video off. Let me know in the chat box if my voice is okay and my screen is visible. You all can respond in the chat box. Let me know. Okay, thank you for the confirmation, Vaishnavi. So on behalf of HR India Solution, let me welcome you all on today's demo session. We are 10-year-old HR consulting firm, primarily into recruitment solution. We also take care of HR consulting and advisory services. We give consulting and advisory services to corporate as far as HR function is concerned. We are also into contract staffing and payroll management, and we also take care of campus placement and HR training. These are few clients for which we are working. We are providing all sort of services, right from recruitment, placement, contract staffing, payroll, and HR advisory and consulting services. Let me share you what exactly we are offering. The online HR Generalist Practical Training program has got 4 important modules. The very first module is of labor laws and statutory compliances. Under this module, we include and cover almost all the important and major labor laws in India, right from Provident Fund to ESIC Act. We understand PF and ESIC are applicable to which all companies, which all employees are eligible to come under this benefit, how the monthly contributions are calculated, how the monthly challans are prepared, and finally, how these payments are paid to government by logging into government website. Other labor law which we cover are Maternity Benefit Act, and we understand which all employees are eligible to get this benefit, and as a HR, what all benefit you should give to the eligible employees. We also cover Payment of Bonus Act and Payment of Gratuity Act, and we understand which all employees are eligible to get bonus and gratuity, how these benefits are calculated and paid to employees. The second model which we have under this training program is of compensation and benefit, which is everything related to how compensation packages are designed, how salary breakups are formed. We also learn how payroll is managed. We learn how payroll can be done in a software and how payroll can be managed in an Excel sheet. The other important things which we learn are income tax, professional tax, loss of pay, overtime, leaves and holidays. And finally, we see that how employees' full and final settlements are done at the time of going. The third model which we have under this online HR Generalist Practical Training program is of recruitment and selection, which is everything related to talent acquisition. We understand things like what is job description, what are job specification. We understand what are the various sourcing strategies nowadays corporate are adopting. We train people on Naukri.com and one become capable of finding suitable candidates on the basis of various keywords, key skills and job description. We also learn how mass mailing can be done and what is the best way of doing job posting, whether you are posting on LinkedIn, Naukri.com, Monster, or any other job site. Nowadays, it is not HR manager who is going through each and every resume which they receive. Nowadays, resumes are getting screened and shortlisted by technology. We also understand how various applicant tracking systems and how various recruitment management softwares are working these days, how they screen each and every resumes. And then there is a dedicated session on CV writing and interview skills also. The last and fourth module which we have under this program is of HR analytics. And we understand why this has become so important in recent past. What exactly is HR analytics? What are the various types of HR analytics used by corporates? What are the various tools and techniques? What are the various HR matrices which are seen to find out the performance of HR department? And we also learn how HR dashboard can be created on Excel sheet. This is all about the course which we are offering. Let's proceed with today's demonstration. Before we proceed with the today demonstration, just wanted to understand what kind of audiences we have today. There would be a poll which would be appearing. I would request everyone to respond to that poll. Kindly let us know how much experience do you have in HR. The poll is live, everyone. Kindly respond to the poll. Once we receive 80% of the response, I would be ending the poll. I would also be sharing you the result, and then we would be proceeding. We have received close to 80% of the response. Let me end the poll and share you the result. Measure it with the population, 68% are freshers. We have people who has got 1 to 3 years of experience as well. Thank you for your participation, everyone. Let's proceed for the time being. Today demo session is on compensation and benefit. No doubt, compensation and benefit is one of the most important function of HR. Why it is important? Because compensation and benefit function of HR is responsible for deciding what to pay. Whenever any company goes for hiring any person or any position, this function of HR decides that how much salary should be paid to that position. CNB as a function of HR is also responsible for deciding how to pay. I am referring to breakup and designing. How much should be fixed? How much should be variable? What all components should come in the salary breakup is something which this function of HR takes care of. You all can keep your videos off. CNB as a function of HR is also responsible for deciding when to pay. I am referring to timeline or frequencies. There are many companies who pay salary on first. There are many companies who pay salary on third. And there are many companies where salaries are paid on seventh. There are many companies where incentives are paid on monthly basis. There are many companies where incentives are paid on quarterly and half yearly basis. And then we have good number of companies where incentives are paid on annual basis. When all these payments should be made is something which CNB as a function of HR is taking care of. And finally, compensation and benefit as a function of HR is responsible for taking care of entire compensation and benefit which they provide to entire employees. No doubt this is one of the most important functions of HR, but this is not easy. Why it is not easy? Due to absence of law. In India, as on date, there is no law in HR which speaks about how the compensation package should be designed, how the CTC annexes should be designed, or how the salary breakup should be formed. We have labor law on Provident Fund, we have labor law on ESIC Act, and we also have labor law on maternity benefit, payment of bonus, and payment of gratuity act. Since we have labor law in these areas, things are very clear. We know that what all should be done and what all should be avoided. But when it comes to compensation and benefit, there is no law in India which says that compensation package needs to be designed in this particular way. This is why this function sometimes become really difficult. Yes, we have few labor laws which are talking about payment. Let's have a look on those. There is a labor law by the name of Minimum Wages Act. We also have a labor law by the name of Payment of Wages Act. There is a labor law by the name of Payment of Bonus Act. And then we have a labor law by the name of Equal Remuneration Act. Let's try to understand what exactly these labor laws are taking care of. The labor law by the name of Minimum Wages Act speaks about paying minimum wages to certain category of worker. You cannot pay lesser than that is something which this labor law is talking about. The labor law by the name of Payment of Wages Act speaks that payment should be made on time and there should not be any illegal deduction from the salary. But this labor law cover only those employees whose monthly salaries are 24,000 per month or less. This labor law do not cover each and every employee in India. The Payment of Bonus Act speaks about bonus payment or profit sharing by the company. But again, this labor law only cover those employees whose monthly salaries are 21,000 per month or less. This labor law also do not cover each and every employee in India. The labor law by the name of Equal Remuneration Act, it speaks about paying similar wages to all the gender. On the basis of gender, you cannot have discrimination. For the same work, you have to pay same salary to male and female employees both. All these four labor laws are getting combined into new labor law, which was supposed to come in 2019. Things went on hold and things are still on hold. When this new labor law would be coming, nobody knows. But whenever that new labor law would be coming, that new labor law would be combining all these four labor law into one, and that would be known as Code on Wages 2019. I would request again to keep your videos off. In today's demo session, we would be understanding what exactly is compensation and what are benefit. We would also be understanding how compensation and benefits are designed. What are the important steps and components which should be kept in mind while designing any compensation package. We would also be understanding few real offer letters, which has been issued by our client to our candidate. And we would be finally making a CNB structure or compensation package in an Excel sheet for better understanding. There is a poll again, just wanted to have your understanding on the topic. Kindly let us know the net in hand salaries of all employees getting a CTC of 10 lakh in 10 different companies would be same or not. The poll is live, everyone. Let us know whether the net enhanced salary of all the employees getting a CTC of 10 lakh in 10 different companies would be same or not. We will follow the same rule. Once we receive 80% of the total response, I will end the poll and I would also be sharing with the result. We have received close to 80% of the response. Let me end the poll and share with the result. Majority of the population, 91% is voted for false. They are of the opinion that take-home salary of all these person would not be same, even if they are at same CTC, but working in different company. Whereas 9% of the population feels that if the CTC is same, their take-home would be same, irrespective of where they are working. The correct answer is false. Take-home salary of all these employees would never be same. CTC annexure designing or compensation package designing differ from company to company. Why it differ? Due to absence of law. Every company design compensation package in their own convenient way. And unless and until you have a look on the breakup, it is very difficult to say that what will come in hand. So take home salary of all these employees who are getting same CTC in 10 different companies would never be same. In the coming slide also, we would understand in detail why it would never be same. Thank you for your participation. Let's try to understand what exactly is compensation and what are benefit. Compensation is defined as the total amount of monetary pay provided to an employee. In simpler word, it is the money given for the work. Whatever money, whatever salary, whatever cash which you get every month is called as compensation. If this is compensation, what is benefit? Benefit are all non-financial forms of compensation offered in addition to cash salary. Over and above the monthly salary, monthly money, or monthly cash which you get, you also get good number of facilities from your company, for which you do not get any kind of money in your hand. But yes, your company provide good number of benefits and facilities for which they spend good amount of money. So if I have to define compensation and benefit in one line, it would be like this. The salary or money one gets is compensation. The facilities or perks one avail are benefit. Let's have a look on few examples so that things become more clear. Compensation, which is the monetary part of package for which employee get money in their hand. Things like basic pay, allowances, it can be travel allowance, meal allowance, housing allowance, or medical allowance, which are paid in the form of money comes under compensation. All commissions, incentives, overtime payment, bonuses, profit sharing, stock options, these all are paid in the form of money. Hence, they comes under compensation. Under benefit, for which employee do not get any kind of money in their hand. Things like holidays and leaves, welfare facilities and cafeteria, infrastructure facilities like good office, good canteen, reward and recognition, insurance and medical. Insurance and medical is something which you will see that almost all the companies in India are giving. They are giving you medical insurance, they are giving you life insurance, for which you do not get any kind of money in your hand. But this is a good facility or benefit which companies are providing. Retirement benefits, wellness program, mental or health. During COVID time, most of the big companies has gone for providing mental wellness and health wellness program to their employees. They hired doctors, they hired psychiatrists, they hired gym trainers. These people were available on call for all the employees, and employees were talking to doctors, psychiatrists, and gym trainers for their benefit, for which no doubt nobody was getting any kind of money, but it was a good facility or benefit which company was providing. Few more example of benefit can be health insurance, dental insurance, life insurance. As I said, life insurance is one of the most widely accepted benefit in India. You will see that almost all the companies are giving life insurance benefit. Retirement plan, gym and fitness. There are many companies who gives membership for gym and fitness club, for which employee do not get any kind of money in their hand, but this is a good benefit. Vision care, personal leave, sick leave, higher education. Yes, there are many companies who motivate and sponsor their employee for higher education, for which employee do not get any kind of money in their hand. The entire course is sponsored by the company. Child care, paid leave, and many more. Very similar to compensation package designing, there is no labor law in India which says that every company has to give this number of benefit. This is why benefit also differ from company to company. You will see that Bigger companies are giving more number of benefit, smaller companies are giving lesser number of benefit. Benefit also do not come under any law. Now let's try to understand how compensation and benefits are decided. Whenever any company goes for hiring any person or any position, how they decide that what salary should be paid to that person or that position. Compensation is a very broad term. It can be divided into two major categories. One is salary, another is wages. Normally, the word salary is used for all those payments which are paid to management cadre of employees. And the word wages is used for all those payments which are paid to workers. So worker gets wages and management people get salary. Let's try to understand how salaries are getting decided and what are the factors which plays important role in deciding wages. So wages which are paid to worker are normally decided by state government, which is called as minimum wages. Every state in India has decided minimum wages for their state. Maharashtra government has decided minimum wages for Maharashtra worker. Similarly, Karnataka government has also decided minimum wages for Karnataka state worker. Every state government has decided minimum wages for their state, and one cannot pay lesser than that minimum wages in that state. Let's see what are the other factors which play an important role. Cost of living or location. Yes, location and cost of living are important factor. You will see that all those states which are costly in nature, like Maharashtra, Karnataka, and Delhi, you will minimum wages of these states are very high. All those states which are slightly poor in nature, Odisha, West Bengal, and Bihar, minimum wages of these states are slightly lesser. So location or cost of living also plays an important role in deciding what salary or what wages should be paid. Education and experience, no doubt, for management category, we know that education and experience are seen on the basis of which salaries are offered. Whenever government decide minimum wages, they also decide on the basis of education. Whenever government releases the circular of minimum wages, they mention like this: for matriculate, this would be the minimum wages; for graduate, this would be the minimum wages; and for postgraduate, this would be the minimum wages. So government also decide minimum wages on the basis of education. Industries or ability to pay. When I'm saying industries or ability to pay, I'm referring to there are many industries which are not doing that great. Industries like carpet making company, jute making company, to some extent manufacturing companies, to some extent textile industries. These industries are not doing that great in comparison to industries like telecom, healthcare, airlines, hotel industry. These industries are doing great. You will see that anybody who is joining a manufacturing company and anyone who is joining a telecom industry or IT industry, salary would be of huge difference because the ability to pay of the industry differ. Whenever government decide minimum wages, they also decide different minimum wages for different industry. For mining industry, government decided different minimum wages. For agriculture industry, government decides a different minimum wages. For manufacturing industry, government decides a different minimum wages. So wages and salary differ on the basis of industries also. If you are joining a IT industry, your salary would be very high. If you're joining a manufacturing, it would be slightly lesser. Supply and demand. When I'm saying supply and demand, I'm referring to what is the demand of any particular kind of manpower in the market and what is the supply of that kind of manpower. In other words, what is the demand of any kind of particular skill set in the market and what is the supply of that kind of skill set. The demand of data scientists and software developers are high, but supply is not that great. If you talk about HR professionals, the demand is not that great, but supply is more. So supply and demand of any particular kind of manpower also plays an important role. Job evaluation is one of the most scientific approach of deciding what salary should be paid to any particular position. Under job evaluation, things like job analysis, job description, and job specification comes. All those people who has done MBA, I am sure that they would be understanding this. Whenever state government goes for deciding minimum wages, they invite the labor union in the state. Whosoever is the prominent labor trade union in the state, they invite them also, political leaders and trade union leaders, and they play an important role. So we have spoken about minimum wages. Let me take you to scenario for which I do not have any poll, just wanted to have your understanding. Minimum wages in the state of Bihar for unskilled worker is 9,516 rupees, which means if you are planning to hire any worker in the state of Bihar, this is the minimum which you need to pay. You cannot pay lesser than this in the state of Bihar. Minimum wages in Delhi for the same kind of worker is 16,792. In Delhi, you cannot pay lesser than 16,972, 792 to any worker. This is the minimum wages which government has decided. Now, the question which I want to ask everyone is, if the same worker who is working in Bihar gets transferred to Delhi, he is not required to do anything extra, neither any extra skill set is required. If the person gets transferred from Bihar to Delhi, do you feel that this worker would be getting higher minimum wages as per the minimum wages of Delhi? Kindly respond in the chat box. I do not have any poll. Let me know whether this person would be getting higher minimum wages in Delhi as per the minimum wages of Delhi or not, even if he is not required to do anything extra, nor any extra skill set is required. Yes, yes, yes. Good, good, very good. You all are right. Yes, this person would be getting higher minimum wages as per the minimum wages of Delhi. Kindly let me know why this person would be getting higher minimum wages. He is not required to do anything extra. Why he would be getting higher minimum wages in Delhi? Cost of living, very good. Cost of living, location, and the minimum wages of Delhi is this much. We cannot pay lesser than this. Very good. You all are correct. Let me take it to another situation. We have increased the salary of Bihar worker when he gets transferred to Delhi by saying that cost of living and minimum wage of Delhi is high. What if the same person gets transferred back to Bihar from Delhi? Can the salary be reduced? I am not for asking for answer. We discuss this in actual classes. This is a food for thought for everyone. Try to find out the correct answer. We increase the salary by saying that minimum wage of Delhi is high, so we are increasing. Now we are transferring him back to Bihar where the minimum wage is less. The question is, can the salary be reduced? Thank you for your active participation, everyone. You people are really fast and intelligent. Let's proceed for the time being. There is a poll again. For this poll, there is no right or wrong answer. We conduct this survey just to have a masses feeling. Which is the most important attribute to make someone the preferred choice during an interview? Is it communication skill, or it is practical skills and knowledge, or it is degrees and certification? As I said, there is no right or wrong answer to this. We conduct this survey just to have a masses feeling. Kindly respond to the poll. The poll is live. Once we receive 80% of the response, I would be ending the poll and I would also be sharing you the result. We have received close to 80% of the response. Let me end the poll and share you the result. Majority of the population, 77% has voted for practical skills and knowledge, whereas 23% has voted for communication skills. It is surprising to see that nobody has voted for degrees and certification. As I said, there is no wrong or right answer to this. We conduct a survey just to understand what exactly people are thinking. Thank you for your participation, everyone. Let's proceed for the time being. This is one of the most important section of this demo session. Now, when the company has decided that this much package should be paid to any person, how they design the entire package. So that the entire process or steps of designing compensation package can be categorized into 5 different steps. Once you follow all those 5 steps, your entire process of designing compensation package would be complete. The very first and most important step is to work on fixed pay or base pay. Under this step, you decide what should be the basic salary of the person and what should be the dearness allowance. Dearness allowance or DA is something which is normally found with government organization. In private companies, you will hardly find DA. So if it is applicable in your company, you will also decide DA. Otherwise, basic salary is the most important salary component which you decided as a very first step. If DA is there, decide that. Otherwise, you can ignore DA also. Once you are done with this first step, second step is to decide the various allowances or distribute the salaries into various allowances which your company is providing. Allowances can be in the name of house rent allowance, conveyance allowance, medical allowance, special allowance, telephone allowance, intern allowance, and other allowance. Allowances are purely a choice of companies. Whatever allowances they want to keep, they can go for that. So the second important step is dividing the salary into all allowances which company is providing. At the very first step, you decide the basic salary of the person. And if DA is applicable, you also decide the DA. Once you are done with basic and DA, you work on allowances. Whatever allowances which your company is providing, you distribute the salaries into those allowances. Once you're done with these two steps, third step is to calculate the cost of statutory contributions. Every month, company contribute money to various government authorities for their employees. These contributions are done in the name of Provident Fund, ESIC, Labor Welfare Fund, gratuity and bonus. You do not decide these contributions. You simply calculate. These are getting decided from the labor law point of view. So you do not decide, you simply calculate that how much contribution company would be making to government authorities for the employees in the name of Provident Fund, ESIC, Labor Welfare Fund, gratuity and bonus. Gratuity and bonus are something which are included in package by 50% of the company. 50% of the company are not including this. Both are correct. That would be your calculation, how you want to calculate. Once you're done with these three steps, fourth step is to add the cost of benefit and perks which company is providing. If your company is providing any benefit or facilities to the employees, you can add the cost of that. Various things which can come under perks and benefit are medical insurance. If your company is giving medical insurance to your employees, you can add the cost of that in package. Life insurance, club membership, vision care, higher education. If your company is spending or giving these benefit, you can add the cost of that. Fifth and last step is variable pay or incentive. If the position is something which is supposed to achieve any kind of target, and on the achievement of that target, if the person is getting paid any kind of incentive or performance bonus, you can add the cost of that. The various name which has been given to variable pay and incentives are performance incentive. Many company call it as PLI, which stands for performance linked incentive. Many company call it as performance bonus. Many company pay bonus on the basis of company's performance. And in many company, it is paid on the basis of long service award. So these are the 5 steps. If you follow all those 5 steps, your entire process of designing compensation package would be complete. So whatever we have seen, let's go to Excel and try to understand how entire compensation package are designed. I hope my Excel sheet is visible. You all can respond in the chat box. Is my Excel sheet visible to everyone? Okay, thank you. So let's assume that, let's take a smaller figure. Let's assume that company has decided to pay 3 lakh per annum to the person. 3 lakh per annum means per month 25,000 CTC. We are talking about CTC, not take home salary. So company has decided to pay 3 lakh to the person. 3 lakh means 25,000 per month CTC is coming. Now, whatever steps which we have seen, let's try to follow that. The very first step was to decide the base pay. Under base pay, what we do, we decide the basic salary for the person. Now, basic salary should be how much? As I said, there is no law in India which says that how salary breakup should be created or formed. As per practice, you will see that almost all the HR professionals are deciding 40 to 50% of CTC as basic salary. So let's follow the same rule. Why they are doing? Yes, there are some strong logic. Otherwise, no law is saying that basic has to be 40 or 50% of CTC. This is a practice which is going since long. But yes, there are few strong logic. Let's follow the same rule and try. Let's keep 50% of CTC as basic salary. And we have decided basic salary as 12,500. We are done with first step. If you want to keep DA, you are free to keep that. If you want to ignore this, you can ignore this also. So let's ignore DA. But if you want to keep, you can keep. We are done with the first step. We have decided the base pay and basic salary of this person. Second step was working on allowances. Whatever allowances which your company is giving, you need to divide the salaries into those allowances. If anyone from the class can let me know what allowances should I pick, I would be taking that. Otherwise, let me pick few allowances, which you will see that almost 99% of the companies are giving. One of the most common allowances, house rent allowance. You will see that almost 99% of the companies are giving house rent allowance. Okay. Now, house rent allowance should be how much? House rent allowance is normally kept as 40 to 50% of basic salary. Why it is kept as 40 to 50% of basic salary? Again, there is no labor law. This is getting decided from the income tax rule. If you keep HRA as 40 to 50% of basic salary, this money would be tax-free money for the employee. This is why companies are going for house rent allowance, which is a tax-free employee. 40% is kept for all those employees who are staying in a non-metro city. If your employee is staying in a metro city, you should go for 50% of basic salary. Let's assume that this person is staying in a non-metro city. For non-metro city, you should go for 40% of basic salary and the HRA would be 5,000, which also means that HRA is a tax-free income for this person. This person would not be paying any tax on 5,000. This is why most of the companies are going for HRA. Let me take, has anyone reverted on allowance? No, nobody. So let me take one more allowance as telephone allowance. How much amount we should decide for telephone allowance? The amount should be logical. You cannot decide 10,000 as mobile allowance. This is slightly awkward and not practical in the time of Zio. When everybody is using Zio, we are spending somewhere around 500, 600 only. So amount should be logically acceptable one. Let's keep 1,000, which seems logical to come under this. We are done with this allowance also. Let me pick one more allowance, which you will see that almost 90% of the companies are going for this, which is a special allowance. Let me tell you, there is nothing special with a special allowance. Every company is going for a special allowance, which is used for balancing or adjusting amount. They go for selecting a special allowance and they do not enter any amount at this point of time. They would be deciding this amount, which would be coming as difference at the last. This is why this is called as balancing or adjusting amount. Otherwise, there is nothing special with a special allowance. Let's follow the same practice, which almost 90% of the HR professionals are following. Let's try to find out what salary we have reached. It is called as gross salary. Gross salary is also called as monthly salary, which can be calculated by adding first two steps of CTC and Excel designing steps. Let's see where exactly we have reached. We have reached to 18,500 and we are looking for 25,000 as CTC. We are done with first two steps. Third step was statutory compliances. Every company contribute every month to PF department and ESIC department. How much contribution goes in PF department? PF department by company, many of you must be thinking as 12%. It is not 12%. It is 13%, 12 plus 1. Every company contribute 13% every month to PF department for their employees. Let's calculate 13%, which means this company would be paying 2,405 rupees to PF department or PF government. This is a very big law, which again needs some more time for understanding. ESIC is paid for all those employees whose salaries are up to 21,000. This person's salary is 18,500. Companies pays 3.255% every month to ESIC department. Let's calculate that. So company would be paying 601 rupees to ESIC department and 2,405 to PF department for this employee. These are the costs to the company. If you want to add labor welfare fund or bonus or gratuity, you are free to do that. Many companies are adding labor welfare fund, bonus and gratuity. This person's CTC is not that great. If you add this, his take home would come down. So these are optional in nature. If you want to add, you can add. If you do not want to add, You can ignore this. We are ignoring for the timing because this person's salary is not that great. We are done with third step also. Fourth step was benefit. If your company is giving any kind of benefit, you can add the cost of that. Let's assume that this company is giving the benefit of medical insurance. How much normally company spend? Company spend 200 or 300. Let's take 250 rupees. Company is spending 250 rupees per employee per month to provide medical insurance, and you have added the cost of this. If company is providing any other benefit, you can add the cost of that also. We are done with fifth step also. Last step was PLI or variable pay. If this person achieve any kind of target, what incentive he would be paying, you can add the cost of that. Let's assume that if this person achieves the target, he would be paid 600 more. We have added that. We are done with all 5 steps. Let's calculate what CTC we have reached so far. CTC can be calculated by adding employer cost with monthly salary. We have reached to a CTC of 22,356, whereas we are looking for 25,000. What difference is coming? 25,000 minus 22,356. There is a difference of 2,644. Now this cell has become active, which we left blank intentionally. Now what this HR professional would try to do? This person would try to add 2,644 in this cell to reach the desired figure of 25,000. Let's do that. Let's add 2,644, 2,644 and see whether we are reaching to the desired CTC of 25,000 or not. No, we have not reached. Now there is an excess of 430 minus 430. So we need to subtract 430. This person, what this gentleman would do, he would subtract 430 to reach 25,000. Again, we have not reached. There is a difference of 70. Let's add 70. Again, there is a difference of 11. Let's subtract 11. Again, there is a difference of 1. Let's add 1. Now we have reached the desired figure of 25,000, which we were looking for. If you want to calculate the take-home salary, you need to add PF by employee. If company is contributing, employee also contribute to these government from their salary. ESIC by employee. How much employee contribute? Employee contribute 12% as PF, and to ESIC, they contribute 0.75%. Let's calculate how much they would be contributing. This multiplied by this, 2,493 would be contributed by employee from their salary. This is a deduction. And in the name of ESIC, they would be contributing this much. These two contribution employee would be making from their salary. What is the net in hand salary? Let's calculate net in hand salary. Net in hand salary can be calculated by subtracting from monthly salary the contribution employee is making. 18,125 is the in hand salary for this employee. Let's have a closer look. 25,000 is the monthly CTC. 20,774 is the monthly gross salary, and net in hand salary is 18,125. So we have reached 25,000 by doing good number of manual calculations, right? Let me go to my automated CTC calculator. This sheet is made on advanced Excel, and the entire sheet is formula driven. You go to any cell, you will see that some kind of formula is applied. This cell has got this formula, this cell has got this formula, this cell has got this formula. So every cell has got some kind of formula. And whatever CTC calculation which we did in the last slide, let's try to do the same calculation. There is an option by the name of data in Excel sheet. Go into data. Under data, you will find a option by the name of what if analysis. What if analysis would be showing you 3 submenus. Select goal seek. Goal seek would be asking you 3 things. Set the cell. Set the cell means select the cell in which you are looking for value. I am selecting this cell, cost to the company. I am looking for value in this cell. Second question which Excel is asking me is to value. What is the value which you are looking for? We are looking for 25,000. I have mentioned that. Third and last question which Excel is asking me is by changing cell, by changing which cell? I am allotting this cell to Excel. I have answered 3 questions. The cell in which I am looking for value, the value I am looking for, and the cell I allotted to Excel for calculation purpose. Let me click OK. You will see that once I click OK, the calculation of 25,000 per month CTC would be calculated automatically. It is done. Let me show you again. Let me pick another value. What if analysis? Goal seek. Goal seek would be asking you three things. Set the cell in which you're looking for value. I selected this cell. To value, let's have some odd value. 989,769, which is 9,89,769. Yes, this can be CTC figure for some employee. And again, as a third option, I'm selecting this cell. Now, once I click OK, you will see that we would be having a cost to the company or CTC of 989,769 calculated automatically. It is done. We have not done single manual calculation. This is how CTC should be calculated. And in our actual classes, we teach people how this CTC calculator can be created. At the very beginning of the class, I asked whether the take-home salary of all the employees working in different company would be same or not. This is the justification. There are three companies: company A, company B, and company C. All these companies are giving a CTC of 7 lakh. 7 lakh is the CTC in all these three companies. But you will see that the take-home salary in company A is 49,313. In company B, the take-home is 44,995. And in company C, the take-home is 38,991. The CTC is same, but the take-home is different. Why take-home is different? Because this designing is different. There is no labor law which is saying that CTC needs to be designed in this particular way. This company has not added the cost of gratuity, medical aid, and GPA. This company is paying PFS 34. This company is paying PFS 1950, and this company is paying PFS 55. CTC annexer or CTC compensation package designing differ from company due to absence of law. At the same CTC, claiming that the same take-home would come would be not advisable. This is what I wanted to show from my Excel sheet. Let me go to my, there are a few more Excel sheet, like these are the possible allowances which you can go for. So many allowances. These are tax-free salary, which you should go for always so that employees save money. Let me go back to my Excel sheet. So this is the mobile app which is available. You can download from Google Play, and for iOS, you can download this app where you will find all kind of courses. Whatever courses which you are providing, we are providing through mobile app. Once you pay, the entire course is available to you. There are some free tutorials also on the app which you can see. And we keep on updating all the students with the latest amendment or latest detail also. I will be explaining in detail later on. Let's proceed for the timing. There is a question again, all those who are experienced. So the question is, can the monthly basic salary and monthly gross salary be the same? Let me share you two examples. There is a company who is giving offer letter like this. They are mentioning basic salary 45,000, HRA is 0, conveyance is 0, and the monthly gross salary is also 45,000. There is another company who is giving offer letter like this. They are only mentioning basic salary 50,000, which is also the gross salary. The question which I want to ask is, can the monthly basic salary and monthly gross salary be the same or not? The poll is live, everyone. You people are really fast. We have received close to 80% of the response. Let me end the poll and share you the result. Majority of the population, 75% has voted for no. They are of the opinion that basic salary and monthly gross salary cannot be the same. Whereas 25% has voted for yes. They are of the opinion that basic salary and monthly gross salary can be the same. The correct answer is yes. Monthly basic salary and monthly gross salary can be the same. There is no harm with both the salary structure which are flashing on the screen. They are legally very much correct. Paying allowances are purely a choice of company. All those companies who want to pay allowances can pay that. All those companies who do not want to pay any allowances can also do that. Both the salary breakup or structure flashing on the screen are legally correct. There is nothing wrong. And the correct answer is yes. Thank you for your participation, everyone. This was the last poll. Okay, there are a few sample of offer letter which are real offer letters. Let's try to see how different companies are giving different offer letter and how the designing differ. This is the first offer letter or compensation package in which company is offering 13 lakh 30,000. And company is also mentioning that the net enhanced salary would be 1 lakh 7,034 rupees. At the bottom blue box, company is mentioning that there will be an additional monthly deduction towards medical insurance, which means this company is giving the benefit of medical insurance, but the amount is getting deducted from employee salary, which means the net enhanced salary, which is mentioned, would be further going down. You will see that in the red box, company is mentioning things like this. I am reading out second line. You will also be eligible for max performance linked bonus of 2,66,000, which means variable pay or incentive is not a part of CTC in this company. They have not added that. This is one way. You will see that PF contribution is only 1,800. If you see the basic, it is 55,000 some amount. If you calculate 12 or 13%, the amount would be very huge. But PF is getting limited on 8 as 18 only, which means this company is limiting their PF contribution on 15,000 salary, which is legally correct. PF rule allows that. This company is saying that we will not pay PF on higher salary than 15,000. Till 15,000, we would be paying PF. So 12% of 15,000 is 1,800. You will also see that bonus, which is a statutory benefit, is coming in the monthly salary. Bonus is getting paid every month to this employee. Bonus is a part of monthly salary and not a part of annual CTC. And you will also see that gratuity is nowhere existing. This company has not added the cost of gratuity. This is one way of designing compensation package. Let me share you another offer letter. This offer letter is of a US MNC in India. Very good name, very big name, in fact. So this company is, there is a salary breakup by the name of leave travel allowance. And the company is asking the employee whether you want to take this salary as leave travel allowance or you want to convert it to monthly special allowance. These kind of compensation design is called as combined model of compensation package, in which employee gets some kind of freedom of deciding how they want to take the salary. Combined model of compensation package, as I said, most of the things are decided by company. There are few options available to employee, and employee can decide how they want to take the salary. PF, you will see that PF is 4,434 and basic is 36,000. Previous offer letter was having a basic salary of 55,000 and PF was only 18. In this offer letter, the basic is less and PF is more, which means this company is not limiting their PF contribution on 15,000. They are paying on entire basic salary. You will also see that gratuity is something which is coming in this offer letter. Gratuity is a part of CTC in this company. In previous offer letter, gratuity was not a part. This is another way. Let's have a look on the third and final one. This offer letter belongs to Tata Group of companies. They're very employee friendly and they offer flexible model of compensation package. Flexible model of compensation package is a package in which employee decide their salary breakup. Company do not decide. Company decide the total package and the designing of salary components are done by employee. So the offer letter is offering a total CTC of 10 lakhs. Out of 10 lakhs, company has decided basic salary as 3,50,000 and rest is put as flexi compensation of 5,08,000. Now, the employee would be deciding how they want to take this 5,08,000, what all salary component they want to have, whether they want to have HRA or mobile allowance or fuel allowance or conventionals. These all would be decided by the employee. How much amount they want to take, this would also be decided by the employee. This kind of model is called as flexible model of compensation package, in which employee get the freedom of designing their own package. PF is 42,000, which is getting deducted on complete basic. Tata Group of company pay PF on entire basic. And you will see that incentive PLI is mentioned as 1 lakh. In the very first offer letter, PLI or incentive was mentioned at the bottom in red box. In this company, PLI is a part of CTC variable pay. And in the red box, you will see that all those benefits which Tata Group of Company is giving, mediclaim insurance, life insurance, and gratuity, all these benefits they are giving, but they have not added the cost of any of these benefits. In first offer letter, mediclaim insurance was getting deducted. In second offer letter, gratuity was a part of CTC. In this offer letter, Tata Group of Company is giving this much benefit, but they are not adding any money or any CTC breakup, any amount in CTC break. This is another way of designing. So we have seen that CTC annexure designing or compensation package designing differ from company to company due to absence of law. Every company design compensation package in their own convenient way. Suppose you want to pay 50,000 to any person, 50,000 per month to any person can be paid in this way also. There is nothing wrong. This is legally correct. 50,000 per month to any person can be paid in this way also. This is also legally correct. 50,000 per month can be paid in this way also. This is also legally correct. And if you want to pay 50,000 per month to anyone, that can be paid in this way also. This is also legally correct. There is nothing wrong. But if you want to pay 50,000 in this way, or in this way, or in this way, these are not legally correct. In our actual classes, we understand why these are not legally correct and what are the various other options in which 50,000 can be designed. Okay, so this is what I wanted to share from CNB. CNB is a very important function which is growing fast also. Now I am giving you some homework. Try to find out the answer. Can an employee apply for sick leave in advance or not? We will not discuss. In actual classes, we normally discuss. Try to find out the answer. Can an unmarried woman ask for maternity benefit? There is a law which gives maternity benefit to women employees. Can an unmarried woman ask for that or not? Is it mandatory to pay bonus by a loss-making company? Bonus is a law. Every company has to pay. What about those companies which are not incurring any profit? Are men allowed to take children to company crèche? There is a rule of providing daycare or crèche facility for newborn baby of the employee. Only women employees are allowed, or even male employee can carry their children around. Try to find out, Google it out. Is monthly salary divided by 30 equals to annual salary divided by 365 or not? These are few homework. Try to find out the correct answer. This is what I wanted to share from today's demo class. We have seen what is compensation and what are benefit. We have also seen the various steps and component, how it is designed. We have also understood failure offer letters, and we have finally made a an Excel in an Excel sheet. I hope things are clear to you. This is the COVID impact. In COVID or Corona time, we have seen that how many job cuts. The job cuts and layoffs are still continuing. Go through the newspaper and other news, you will see that every day some company is laying off their employees. This will continue. In the time to come ahead, companies do not want to spend time on training people. Every companies has become very choosy. They want to hire the best. Why? Because supply of talent has become available like anything in the market. Number of candidates availability has increased like anything. The jobs demand has not increased. Candidate availability has increased. This is why company has become choosy. Multiple jobs are getting combined as one. If you are good at one function of HR, say recruitment, you need to become good at other function of HR also, labor law, payroll, and other functions. By remaining good at one function, going far would not that be possible. Survival of the fittest, we need to remain skilled and updated. Preference is given to all those people who are multi-skilled and can take multiple jobs. Nobody, as I said, nobody is ready to train the people. Everybody is looking for people who are trained and can start working from day one. Through the survey, we have seen that it is practical skills and knowledge which is important, which is very much correct. Every company is looking for people who are skilled and trained and who can start working. So let me thank you for your time. Enhance your skills and knowledge. Skill hai to kuch nahi muskil hai is the punchline of Delhi government, which is very apt also. Give me 1 minute more, and then I would be opening the session for question and answer. So these are 4 modules which we are offering. How the course is continuing. Now everything is shifted to mobile app. You need to Once you take admission or once you purchase the course, entire video recording is given to you. You watch at your own speed as at your convenience. That would be your decision. Every Sunday, we would be conducting live classes like this. The way we are conducting class today, every Sunday, we would be conducting live class for doubt clarification. You download the app, you purchase the course, you watch the video and keep your doubts ready. Every Sunday, we would be clarifying. All this access is for lifelong. So you can access for entire life. We conduct practice test after every module. There are 4 modules. We would be conducting 4 tests. These are practice tests just to see whether learning is going in the right direction or not. There is a certificate after the completion of training. Our course and this training both are ISO certified. Whatever certificate which we give, that carry the logo of ISO 9000 certified. And then whosoever takes the admission gets added in the WhatsApp group also, which is of all previous students, where we keep on sharing job opening, any kind of requirement or latest HR trend. So all those people who has done training and now working in corporate, there is a WhatsApp group of everyone. We always remain in touch and everybody keep on sharing opening, latest trend and discuss meaningful things. These are the course content. For if you buy individual course, the fee would be slightly higher. This is the course highlight, which I have already explained. If you add the fee of all the module, the fee would be coming to 5,377. Anybody who is going for entire course, the discounted fee is 3,999. This is the lowest fee which we are offering. In past, we have never given this much fee. But now everything is live. Everything is on mobile app also. I would be sharing you this detail. After the demo class, I would be sending you today's recording as well. So course can be purchased any moment from the HRNDA mobile app. Complete course would be available the moment you make the payment. You can watch any module, any video. Live doubt clarification classes will happen on Sunday from 10 to 1 p.m. for 3 hours. Study medicine practice test you can also download. If you want us to mail, we will mail you also. And there is a certificate after the completion of the training program. So this is the certificate which we issue. People are flashing it on LinkedIn. These are the kind of appreciation they are saying good things on LinkedIn. And they are mentioning that now they are HR Generalist Certified Professional. We conducted this training program with this MBA college for their MBA HR students in Greater Noida. We conducted a seminar with Aligarh Muslim University also. We were invited by Sri Siddhi Vinayak MBA College in Bareilly. And we recently conducted with, one college I missed. So this is all about the demo class from